Hello, everybody. Welcome to Sunday evening TarotScopes with Kelly. Hello. Nice to see you. I'll wait for a few people to pop in. My screen just went black for a moment. Uh-oh. Sorry about that. I think that's a sign that my internet is wobbly. So I'll wait for a few folks to pop in. Tonight is Sunday, September 21st, for our weekly TarotScopes, and what a week it has been. So I'll shuffle for a moment till the notifications go out, and then we got things to talk about. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Hello, Maureen. How are you? Hope my internet's stable for you. Nice to see you. Higher Realms. Hello. Nice to see you on this beautiful Sunday evening, September 21st, the day of the big solar eclipse. Happened earlier today. And we'll wait for, how are you doing, Maureen? Are you well? Is your weather good where you are? And Higher Realms, where are you located? I'm not familiar with your handle here. Nice to see you. I think a lot of people are watching football, or they're watching. I saw that there was a live with Danny, Sheila, and who else? Lori as well. But we'll wait for a few friends to pop in. There we are. Hi, Amanda. Good to see you. Oh, you're in Tampa. And yes, intense energy out there for sure. You're doing well. Good. Just had some rain in Erie, Pennsylvania. Yes. We've had a little off and on drizzles today in the last few days as well, which is nice because we need it in Colorado as well. We're in a high desert. Yep. So if we have a small crowd tonight, I'm okay with that. I just want to talk about some things. The astrology of the week. Yes. So I also wanted to let everybody know and some people will be joining us later non-live, but I want to let everybody know that I am going to, first of all, I'm doing this TarotScopes right through the end of the month, which goes a little more than a week because I am going to be out of town. I'm leaving on Wednesday. Hi, Lucy. Good to see you. I'm leaving on Wednesday to go back east. We're going to be visiting, having a little beach vacation, and there's a music festival there I'm very excited about in the town that I met my husband in. My hubby John, we met in Ocean City, Maryland. And so my sister and her husband will join us. We're going to go to this music festival and spend a few days at the beach, even though it's kind of cooler now. And hi, Lucy, and hi, Gina. And then we're going to head on down. We'll drive a few hours to North Carolina, where the rest of my family will be joining for a family reunion. That's where my sister has a lake house. So anyway, I'm very excited. Our boys and their girlfriends will be coming, and all of my siblings. There are 4 of us total, my nieces and nephews, a few aunts and uncles. So I'm very excited. It's something we try to do every year. So it sounds like fun. Oh, you hope it rains in Connecticut soon? Yeah. Yes, it will be fabulous, I hope. I don't think the weather's going to be like beach weather per se, but that's okay. I don't want to be out in the heat all day anyway. So, all right. Maureen says, born 5, I'm going to put my glasses back on, 5/5/70. And it was a new moon. Yes. I didn't put my moodiness due to moon phases. Now it makes sense. Yeah, you didn't put that together. Right. Hi, Polly. Good to see you. Okay, so I will be out of town. So my regularly scheduled programs are going to be a little bit off kilter, but I am going to keep trying to post my healing journey videos. I've got another one coming up tonight about the vagus nerve. Yes, exciting times, vagus nerve, but important too. So I'll be coming on. I will be releasing more of these, and I hope you've seen a couple of them. I'm going to try to release at least a few of them a week. Because they're just sort of short hits on how we can all try to, little things we can do to stay healthy, right? Mind, body, spirit. So, thank you, Lucy. I appreciate that. So what's going on? We just had an eclipse, yes? Anybody feel that energy? Hi, Melody from Down Under. Nice to see you. Oh, thanks. I appreciate that. We will have a fun time. And I'll try to go on live while I'm there too, especially to show the beautiful water. We'll be at a lake, we'll be at the ocean and then at a lake. Yes. So yes, we've had that eclipse, and what an eclipse it was at 29 plus degrees of the sign of Virgo. So very, very, that's called the critical degree, right? We also still have that auspicious kite pattern in the sky, which is a grand trine, a harmonious aspect, a very harmonious aspect in the water signs. Hi, Craig Dixon. How are you? And it includes at the end of it, it has a yod, or the finger of God, pointing right at 0 degrees Aries. This is just another validation that we are entering into a whole new era for humanity. Okay, it's not an ending per se. It is an ending in some respects. Oh, thanks, Maureen. You love that area of Maryland? Yeah, that's where my husband and I met back a million years ago. We lived at the beach when we were in college. Okay. So, where was I? And that pattern, that grand trine pattern, and sometimes with the yod on the end, will be in effect for several more months. It's very unusual for something like this to last for this long, right? Very, very, I mean, very few people have seen something like the constellation that we have with the planets. Actually, nobody on this earth has quite seen what we've been going through. Another signal of change. Oh, you just got to Denver. Okay, Craig. And I was going to reach out to you later too. So, I thought you were coming in on Monday. All right, we'll talk. Anyway, like I said, this will last and be the most heightened. If you look at your charts, it looks like that grand trine will be the most direct and most exact in late October. And this is right at the time when that 3-eye atlas will be passing closest to our sun. That's that comet or mysterious galactic object that's hurtling toward our sun in the sky. Hi, John Scarborough. Yes. So anyway, very, very interesting that all these things are happening and the astrology is reflecting that. And because this object, this galactic object, is something that we don't understand yet. Nobody really knows why it's there and what its origins are. So new beginnings, right? And like I said, this grand trine pattern will last right into the middle of December, and then it starts to fade. So it's kind of bringing things to the light and to a crescendo, especially emotionally, since this is in water signs. And also it brings flow to our intuition. It will heighten our intuition. Yeah. Gina Halleck, how are you? Did I say hi to you? And Gary for Grace, good to see you. And Cheryl Manalo, I hope I said that correctly. Sorry if I butchered that. Anyway, I'm just, again, I know every week I'm sort of pointing out how absolutely unique the astrology is, but it really reflects our times. And hi, Fatima. Good to see you. All right. And, if you haven't seen him, go check out Stefan Burns, Stefan Burns, Burns. He's an astrophysicist, but he describes this three-eye atlas. He had a recent YouTube post, and he describes it better than I can. Certainly, he goes into some detail. So hold on to your brain a little bit. But he says that it's hurtling into our solar system at a phenomenal rate of 60 kilometers per second, which is much faster than most comets move. And he describes it as expanding and brightening very, very rapidly, more rapidly than a usual comet might, as it draws nearer and nearer to our solar system and gets into the visible range. In fact, it's acting differently than most comets or interstellar objects do, and may contain unusual metals and gas signatures that we normally don't see with comets. So, crazy times. And, I have to wonder, I know some of the, and it will get the closest to our sun on the 29th of October, which is right around the time that grand trine that I was just describing is going to be at its most prominent. Okay. And by the way, the 30th is our son's birthday, or as the 30th of October is our son's 30th birthday. Can't believe I'm going to have a 30-year-old. Anyway, but I can't help but wonder if this three-eye atlas is in some ways connected with that flash of light that some channelers have talked about. If you've seen Ann Tucker, she has been, her angels and guides have been forecasting a flash of light that is changing everything. Okay, changing everything. So whether it's just a regular old astrological, occurrence, who knows? Is it extraterrestrial? Who knows? It seems to me like some significant 5D upgrade energy, though. So fun times we live in here, right? Okay. So with that eclipse also, today, early in the wee hours of today, we also say goodbye to Virgo. We have some Virgo babies in here. We say hello to Libra, which is my sun sign, this week. And on the same day, of course, we celebrate the fall equinox in the Northern Hemisphere, or I guess it's the spring in the Southern for some of you folks, right? And I do wish a very happy birthday to all of those with those Libra babies this month and into October, and particularly those who have a birthday this week. Do something very special for yourself. I hope you have an extra helping of cake or whatever it is. It's just so hard to believe that fall is already here because time really is speeding up. And speaking of fall, I just a little aside, John and I went today to the farmers market down the road from us. We have a beautiful farmers market that has expanded and grown and grown and grown. It's quite a little weekly event from spring to fall. And because it is harvest season, we just bought a massive bag full of chili peppers. So we got poblanos, I think Anaheims, and banana peppers that I'm gonna roast up and put in pork green chili or soups and salsas and other things. So they're delicious. So really cool. But they're, because there's so much coming in, they're like $15 for the whole big bag. They just want they want to use it up. Hi, Liz. You know what I'm talking about. Yes, and so if you're not from this area or, areas, I guess, west of the Mississippi, every year this time of year, the smell of roasted chili peppers is in the air because they put them in a big grated drum and they roast them over fire till they crackle and pop, and that smell is just spectacular. Really, really good. All right, Maureen wants spaghetti squash. Yeah, but anyway, I remember I never heard of them before we came to Colorado. That just wasn't a thing. Yes, Hatch chili in New Mexico. Craig is from New Mexico, and so we get the same Hatch green chilies, or from southern Colorado. A lot of the chilies are grown, and you can get them hot and mild and all the other things. Oh, Fatima, you celebrated your oldest son's birthday. He was on the 18th of September. Oh, happy birthday. Yeah. And I just saw him. Oh, I want to say also I got some. Has anybody had those yummy shishito peppers? They're like little tiny, kind of wrinkly Japanese peppers. Super yummy. Really good. They're not too spicy. You just toss them in a pan and blister them, and they're really, really delicious. Yes. Okay, fry bread with cinnamon sugar. That sounds good. And Amanda roasted some Hatch chilies, and they were hot. Yes. Yeah, the guy at the farm stand today, I asked him what these, there was just a bunch of big bins of chilies, and I said, what are these? Are they hot? Because I like them with a little bit of heat, but not a lot of heat. And he was like, so he said, here, toss it to me. So I tossed one over to him, and he just took a big bite he cut it open and bit right into the seeds and everything. And he's like, no, it's not hot. And then he went, I was wrong. It's very, very hot. It's very, very hot. And he starts coughing and choking. So I was glad I asked. So I'm not really sure what we've got. I grabbed from different bins. So, oh, it's very popular in Hawaii, the chili peppers. Cheryl. And hi, Mr. Biggs. Mr. Biggs looks like my Henry. So anyway, there's my little chat about food so that we can all feel a little hungry. So again, I just want to, and hi, Mystic Shining. Happy Libra season. You're another fellow Libra. All right. Again, I want to just thank everybody for joining me. I know there's football happening and other things, so I really do appreciate you coming here. Oh, shishito peppers, Cheryl. Yes. Yes. It's that Japanese influence. They're delicious. Really not spicy at all. Yeah. So if you are new here, I'm Kelly Scarborough, the Mystic Next Door, and I'm a healer, intuitive, medium, and a sometime astrologer, like you will find out tonight. So a very big welcome to everyone, and please subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the thumbs up, and I do love all your comments after the live stream, so it helps others to find me. I appreciate that. Okay, Mr. Big says the Seahawks dominated. Okay, Cheryl is a Libra rising. All right, there you go. We are almost into Libra season. I think that's tomorrow. There we go. So on to the astrological weather for the rest of the month of September. We're going to go all the way through the rest of the month. If you weren't here at the beginning, I started to say we are going to be leaving to go out of town on Wednesday, and I'll be gone for about a week and a half, so I can't promise the schedule. I don't know where I'm going to be because we're going to be going between different places, and it's going to be kind of crowded. And I'll try to join you, though, and bring some more content to you. Okay. So in review today, we'll talk about, again, this solar eclipse on Sunday, the 21st of September. Oh, doing a family thing. Yes. Hi, Annie Bear. Good to see you. We had the new moon solar eclipse in Virgo. And so I want to ask everybody if they did their new moon manifesting rituals. I even got my son in New York City to do it with all of his friends. John and I, we always write out our intentions and we burn them. We set them on fire and we let them go out into the universe. Hi, Kim Princess. Great to see you. And so this is the second new moon in Virgo. So it's very rare in this month. Very rare to have two new moons in the same month. I mean, it happens from time to time, but it is quite rare. And this one occurred at the 29 point, I don't know what degree. It's almost into the next sign. The 29th degree is considered the critical degree of its sign, and it's very profound for integrating old lessons and releasing old wounds so that we can move forward in our purpose. This is an important time to set our sights on manifesting the future that we want for ourselves and for those around us and for the world, right? Since solar eclipses are like new moons times 10. The energy can be felt for at least 3 to 6 months. So think big in your manifesting. It's not too late if you missed the opportunity to do it last night. Just go do it today. But this can absolutely set our hopes and dreams into motion for the future, for the foreseeable future and beyond. This energy affects us all, but it's especially impactful if you have prominent placements in Pisces or Virgo, or if you have placements in the cardinal signs in the first couple of degrees, 1, 2, 3 maybe, of the cardinal signs are Libra, Cancer, Capricorn, and Aries. Check your birth chart to see which house this eclipse occurred in for your unique situation. Because it will give you clues about the area of your life you may see changes in. In my example, it happened right at the beginning of my 4th house. And many of you know I just moved a couple of months ago. So 4th house is about home and family and changes. And so I do have some family changes, as many of you know who follow my channel. Our sons are, kind of moving forward in the area and with their relationships. And the one son is moving to got a job offer and he's moving to the UK to be with his girlfriend. So big shifts in home and family, I would say. And 4th house is about emotion as well. So if you're curious about what house it happened in, you can Google find my transits or find my astrological transits. And I like the site called astro-seek. And so, and go to today's date, because today was the date of the solar eclipse, and see which sign it happened in for you. So 10th house, career, right? 1st house, physical self, right? And your self-expression. 7th house, relationship. So just look at where it happened for you, and it will give you a little roadmap as to what may be happening in your life for the next, 3 to 6 months. Okay. Monday, September 22nd, tomorrow, as we were just saying, fall equinox, and the sun moves into Libra. Yes. Oh, thank you, Gina. Thank you. I appreciate that. And let me go back and say, don't fear these changes. I always say, ride the wave of the change, right? Because it's always going to be for our betterment in the end. If we don't resist it, we ride the wave. Okay. So Monday, the sun moves into Libra tomorrow. And Libra will be back into their full expression of balance this month as the sun shines the light on your sign. And we are tipping the scales. Sorry for all these isms. Tipping the scales into that autumn space, right? Where and I guess in the spring space for some of you who are in the southern hemisphere, right? where it's not too hot, not too cold. It's kind of in that middle ground. Yes. Days aren't too long or too short either, although I do notice the days getting shorter, and I don't like that. It's a little bit depressing. But when I see that, I always say to myself, we should follow the patterns of the animals and the trees, right? Trees lose their leaves and they um, uh, pull up their energy into a hibernation state. So do animals. Many animals do, right? And so humans, we're animals too. Humans should take heed and do the same, like go to bed early, eat, eat more all the healthy produce that, like I said, we were at the farmer's market today, buy the in-season fruits and vegetables, and just take care of yourself to prepare for the winter season and sleep like a bear. Yes, Liz Reeves. Yeah, I am really bad at getting myself into bed, but I know that when I get to bed earlier, um, especially during this time of year and into the winter, I feel so much better. I wake up feeling more rested. Maureen says, right now I'm holding my rose quartz and selenite. I have never really thought about crystals and stones until recently, and I find it interesting. That's cool. Very, very good. Yeah, they really do carry a different resonance, don't they? I love to sleep too, Gina. And lately I feel like John and I have both been like having these really restless nights and just not sleeping great. We're still getting settled into our patterns and in this, newish house for us and so forth. Craig says, in January, I can't stand the cold, especially when sleeping. Oh, yeah. Yes. Yeah. I can't, because I have to walk the dog, so it gets kind of cold and miserable. All right. Also, tomorrow, Mars will move into Scorpio. The same day the sun moves into Libra, Mars changes signs and moves into Scorpio, where it is at home in this sign, right? Mars brings action, drive, sexuality, and perhaps conflict to the fore because it's a little aggressive. Mars in Scorpio has that take no prisoners attitude, right? And it can fully express its nature. Mars can fully express its nature here in this sign in this month. Scorpio in particular will feel that extra boost of energy and drive this month, but we all may feel that energy. It's death and rebirth energy. Yes. So let's let things go and move forward. Be careful to keep our tempers in check now, but feel the energy and go with the energy. Okay. Tuesday, September 23rd. The sun will be opposite. This is an interesting day because the sun's going to be opposite Neptune, and Neptune and Saturn are together. So sun is opposite the two, Neptune and Saturn, right? So sun opposite Neptune can bring confusion and delusion, right? It's tension. Sun opposite Saturn can bring restrictions in how you express yourself in your physical body, that sort of thing. But remember, the sun moves fairly quickly, so this won't last for that long. But this is difficult energy, right? However, it is improved by another occurrence that's happening the same day. The sun will also be in a trine with both Uranus and Pluto the same day, right? Signified by that yod that I talked about, that finger of God configuration. And this is a triangle in the sky that points. So the sun trine Uranus, this brings a surge and exciting breakthroughs, a sense of adventure, right? So the day that we're feeling restrictions and confusion, we're also feeling like we want to break through and just be free and explore. Also, the sun will trine Pluto, which brings inner strength and willpower. So let's focus on those aspects of that day on Tuesday. This day will be full of that kind of tug of war energy, but let's go with the flow. Hi, Daniel. Good to see you. Wednesday, the 24th. Mars will be in a square with Pluto. Now, people have been talking about this, astrologers have been talking about this for a while, that this could be a very difficult day. All right. When these two powerhouses square off, and I think it's the third time they will have done so this year, it can be very explosive energy. We may see aggressive actions and challenging power dynamics. Have we not seen those all year? Yes. And some of us may want to, on a personal level, may want to express our kind of deep-seated or previously hidden feelings about things. We've been holding it in. This could be the day that we release it. Frustrations and profound transformation are potentially set into motion on this day. Okay. Excuse me. On Sunday the 28th, excuse me, Mercury will retrograde back into Leo. It's been in retrograde. Oh, wait a minute. And I think that's wrong. Strike that. I think I'm wrong about that. I'm just going to skip right forward to next Tuesday, September 30th, which happens to be my birthday. I'll be out of town. That is the day we talked a little bit earlier about 3i Atlas, that celestial body that's moving into our solar system. It will be conjunct Mars in Libra from our vantage point. So anything can happen because we know so little about this interstellar body. It doesn't have any real meaning to us until events occur, and then we can apply meaning to it. But anyway, it will be conjunct with Mars. Again, Mars is aggression. Mars is action. It's moving forward energy. And so that 3i Atlas might be bringing some energy to that Mars in Libra energy. Yep. Well, my dog's trying to come in, but the door's closed. I'll let him in a sec. Okay. As I said, it will be closest to our sun at the end of the month of October on 10/29. And it's anybody's guess what this is, the celestial body is, or what it's doing. But let's hope that ET is coming to save us from ourselves. John just let Henry come join me. Let's hope that that was my joke, got ruined by the doggy situation. But let's hope that the ETs are coming to save us, right? Maybe that's the day of disclosure, or maybe it's the day of that flash of light that we were talking about. Mama, let me in. I know. Thank you for the birthday wishes, guys. I can't believe I'm as old as I am. Okay, so now we're going to move on to, this is the last really intense week. We've seen a lot of intense weeks, and now we're moving into nicer energy. We're moving, once we move past this Mars-Pluto energy, we're going to start feeling a little like we can take a breath, guys. So I don't know what that means. And I hope that means that some of the political and the war situations and wars and all that stuff will be showing some signs of resolution, or things will be calming down. Okay. All right. Yes, I will take a nice gluten-free birthday cake. I see Gina saying, let's celebrate Kelly's birthday. Okay. All right. So now moving on to our TarotScopes for all signs for the week of September 22nd. That's tomorrow until the 30th. When does the Mars-Pluto energy leave? You know what? I'll post it in the comments below because I don't know. I think by the end of the month that Mars-Pluto energy will have dissipated. Okay. But, as we move into October, the chart just looks so nice. It looks so nice. Thank you. But I'll see if I can find the exact time or date. Okay. Okay. All right, so these are the TarotScopes for the week of September 22nd to September 30th. Please remember that these are general readings for your sun, rising, or moon signs, or for any planet that figures prominently in your chart. Remember also that we all have unique birth charts, so take what resonates and leave the rest. And consult your personal chart for more detail. Yes, you can do that at astroseek.com, like I was just talking about. I like their interpretations and things the best. As usual, this week we will be starting with Capricorn, and I will be using my beautiful Tarot of the Golden Wheel today. I don't think I've pulled this one out in a little while. And so, as usual, I will pull 3 cards for each sign of the zodiac to give us a glimpse about the following. 1, what is the energy of the week? What are the cautions that I should be aware of? Or what should I just be aware of if there are no cautions? And what action does Spirit want me to take? And I'm also going to pull, at the end, I want to pull 3 cards for, yes, it's Capricorn, correct. Yes, thank you. And I want to pull 3 cards at the end for all of us to know what we need to know about this eclipse moving forward. Okay? All right. So let's get started, and we're going to start with our Capricorn friends. And what is Spirit? What is the energy of the week for Capricorn? Yes. Let's see. Oh my goodness, Capricorn. Whoa. All right, it's been an intense one for you. We've got the 9 of Wands here. 9 of Wands talks about feeling like we have our boundaries up. We've needed to have our boundaries up for some reason. This also speaks to having been through some things, and we've got some bumps and bruises, but we're still standing. And we have to remember that we're still standing and moving forward. Oh, have fun, Maureen. That'll be fun. The casino. What caution should I be aware of? The 10 of Swords. All right. Well, that goes with that first energy of the week. So some of you Capricorns are having a tough one. Caution is 10 of Swords. This is feeling completely put upon by somebody else, usually by somebody else. Sometimes it's by ourselves. But this is being down and out, really kind of taking a faceplant, right? So be careful for that energy. Don't dwell in this for too long, Capricorn. What action does Spirit want us to make? So the 2 of Pentacles says you have to find balance in your life. We need to you see how he's juggling and he's kind of balancing on those wheels. This could be financial balance or physical health or balance in our relationships or with our work or any other area of our life. So Capricorn, time to get back into balance. Okay. We're starting off with a bang, aren't we? Aquarius. Now it's time for Aquarius. Okay, Aquarius. Play the slots for me. Hey, Craig, you know we have some casinos right outside of Denver here, right? Up in Blackhawk. Oh, we always keep manifesting, Daniel. Keep on manifesting. I think the energy's still strong. Aquarius. Oh my, look at you, Aquarius. Okay. The energy of the week for you is the King of Wheels, also known as Pentacles. King of Pentacles is the wealthiest king, first of all, right? He's got all of the resources he or she needs at his or her fingertips, at their fingertips, right? The energy of the week is strong. This is actually kind of recognize that you are taken care of and that others around you are capable of taking care of you as well. All right. What are the cautions for the week? Well, when we see the 7 of Swords, which is interesting because I've seen a lot of card readers pulling this week. This is about making sure that we're kind of right with ourselves, in our own heads, or that other people aren't lying, cheating, stealing, right, in our lives. So stay vigilant, right? Stay vigilant. But oftentimes when we see this card, it's not just others, it's what we're doing to ourselves. Okay. Swords are air energy, they're thought energy. So let's stop overthinking things and really sabotaging ourselves. Okay. But look at this. Spirit wants you to know with the full energy that you need to just get out of your head and take the first leap, take the first step, right, of a whole new journey, Aquarius. Yes. So some of you Aquariuses need to hear this, right? Craig says, in Albuquerque, we have a few, but some closed because COVID and never came back. Oh, casinos. Yeah. I've never been to the casinos up in just outside of Denver here. I guess I'd like to go. I'm not much of a gambler. I'm the type of person, if I play a hand and I win the slots, I'm going to take all the money and go home, even if it's just, $10. Okay. I'm not the type of person they want to keep doubling down. All right. We're moving on to Pisces. Oh, look at you, Pisces. Wow. Big week for you, Pisces. Yep. That's because of this eclipse. You were in the Pisces and Virgo axis right now. Big doings for you. Okay. You too, Liz, and Craig likes to go to eat or see a show. I'm kind of the same. Yeah. If I go to Vegas, I'm going to have a good meal and go to a show. Excuse me. All right, Pisces, look at you with the energy of the week with this Queen of Wheels. This is the very wealthy queen, but also healthy, grounded, and nurturing. So very, very nice. This is saying this is a really good week to take care of yourself and take care of others around you, and be grounded in your energy, especially with that eclipse that just moved through. Take a sip. Excuse me. Okay. This is what are the cautions, or what should I be aware of? So we have the Hierophant here. Hierophant can mean the higher structure, higher order, higher power in many cases, right? So Pisces, it's a really good time for you to be aware that your higher power is at work in this Pisces Virgo axis of this eclipse energy, and take advantage. Talk to your guides and your angels now, to creator, to spirit. How much does Mr. Biggs, how much does your moon sign count in readings? I always, I think you should pay attention to all three of them, your main three, right? But sometimes it's not for us, right? Sometimes it's not for us. If the energy doesn't feel right, then don't take it. Okay. I don't relate as much to my moon sign, by the way. It is about our inner emotions. Okay, last thing for our Pisces friends, look at you with the Judgment. So you got 2 out of 3 are major arcana, plus this beautiful royal card, the Queen of Pentacles. Judgment. This is a rebirth time for you. What did I say? Spirit wants you to know that it's time for you to step into those changes that you were meant to make during this time. The energy is right, so do it. I love judgment. Okay. Sorry, I've got the dog over here snorting at me for some reason. All right. Vegas has the Wizard of Oz show. Artificial wind, sounds, and apple drop to the audience. It costs $300. Wow. That'd be fun. Okay. Is it the Wizard of Oz, or is it Wicked? I've seen Wicked. All right, Aries, what do we have for you folks? So Pisces, really take advantage of these astrological winds and go step up on your manifestation and go for it. All right, Aries, here we go. Oh, big changes for you, Aries. Okay. The energy of the week is the Page of Swords, right? This is new energy. This is putting your ideas out there and really going for it, really kind of letting people know, hey, I'm going to start my, I'm going to record my new album and I want everybody's support. I don't know why I said that. I'm going to start writing that book. I'm going to open my podcast. I'm going to get a new YouTube channel. This is starting something new energy. And cautions. What should you be aware of? Well, Tower. Okay. Changes are coming, Aries, whether you like it or not. Changes are coming. And, just brace yourself. Now, changes aren't a bad thing. And in fact, I want to show you that the third card we get is also a page. So we had the Page of Swords in the beginning, putting your ideas together. A change in the weather, a change in the energy. And now we have the Page of Wheels, Page of Pentacles. It's saying this is a really good time for you to manifest what you want. You have the wind blowing with you, right? Nice. I like that. So when I see the Tower card surrounded by two pages, it's saying it is an ending, but it's new beginnings. That's because you're putting new things out there. You like to eat great burgers. You're making me hungry. Taurus. What do we have for you, Taurus? A quick shuffle. Cards are trying to pop out. Okay, what's going on with you guys? My next healing video that's coming out, it will be out later tonight, I believe, is about, I think I told you in the beginning, it's going to be about the vagus nerve, which really helps us with our anxiety and things like that, and a whole host of other physical symptoms. All right, Taurus. Very nice for you, Taurus. Energy of the week, the Lovers. Okay. Is love in the air for you, Taurus? Well, is this you? If you're already in a relationship, perhaps that relationship will deepen. If you are looking for love, this is a good time to get out there and, get yourself out there and meet somebody new. The Lovers could also just mean forming bonds with others, right? Sometimes it is kind of less romantic and more about signing contracts and signing on the dotted line for a new job, something like that. But coming together, it's nice energy. And you have another major arcana, the cautions, or what you should be aware of, is the Emperor energy. If this is a caution, the Emperor signifies that kind of Saturnian energy, the father energy. He's strict. He's a little, overbearing, right? So the caution would be Taurus not to be that person or to avoid somebody like that in your life. But if this is just something you should be aware of, it's saying that you have that Emperor energy helping you with whatever this is. All right. The Lovers. Okay. And finally, action that Spirit. What does Spirit want you to know? What action do they want you to take? You get the King of Wands. It feels very Emperor-ish. Okay. So, but this King of Wands is the entrepreneur. He's very successful. He's determined. He knows how to get what he wants. He's a businessman, right? And so maybe this is a week where If you are still in the workforce, things are going to kind of come your way and and you'll have that take charge attitude this week. Very good. Very powerful week for Taurus. All right. Oh, all right. So we're moving on to Gemini. I need another sip. Okay, Gemini. Cards are just getting super jumpy here in the middle. Okay. Craig says, all burgers. What is that? Is that a good thing? Do you like burgers or not like them? Oh, you got a jumper. Gemini, we'll take it. Okay, Liz. Liz and John, this is for you. Okay. Energy of the week, Queen of Swords. Look at, she is all head and no heart. She's very strategic. This could be the law, right? But this is also very strategic and logic based and all thought energy, right? You are an air sign, Gemini. So this could be you in your mind. Okay. You could also have a Libra in your life. And my Gemini husband has a Libra in his life. Okay. What are the cautions of the week? 7 of Cups. There may be some things that are confusing this week for you, right? Don't be in that confusion mode. Let yourself, put a few options down so that you can make a decision and move forward without that confusion. My dog's trying to get out. I'm going to let him out before he starts barking. Come here. Oh. There we go. Craig loves burgers. A good burger. It's kind of hard to beat a good burger. All right, and the last card for you this week, Gemini, is what action does Spirit want me to take? This is the Hierophant again. We've already seen him. When we see the Hierophant, it really speaks to higher order, higher structure. Like pray to your higher self, to your God, Creator, angels, guides. Really, really step into communion with them this week. Right? For answers. If things are confusing, you will have answers. Okay. Cancer. Moving on to Cancer. And like I said, if you didn't see the beginning, I am going to pull 3 cards for all of us at the end so that we really know what energy we can be prepared for with this, this eclipse. All right, Liz, out of your head. Oh my goodness. I feel like the cards are so powerful this week. Very powerful. And it makes sense. Yes, glad that Maureen says, I'm glad that this week for this Taurus is better than last couple of. Yeah, not too bad. Hi, Kim. How are you feeling? Just in time. Yep, Kim is a Cancer sun. Well, this is a good one for you, Cancer. Look at you with the King of Cups. This is all of the energy of the week for you is very intuitive, very compassionate, very generous, kind, loving energy. Beautiful. You feeling okay, Kim? Kim just had another procedure, and I heard she's doing well. Okay. What cautions should I be aware of this week, or what cautions or what should I be aware of? Oh, good. You're getting better. Glad you had the surgery too. Yeah. Okay. Magician. Come on. This is saying you should be aware that you have all the power at your disposal to do whatever it is that you want to do, right? And look at this last one that Spirit wants you to know, the Emperor. You too get that Emperor card. You are large and in charge. You're in control of your own destiny, Cancer. And you have this beautiful, you've got a king, a magician, and an emperor pulling for you this week. Very, very powerful cards. Use this eclipse energy to manifest right now. I'm getting a chill when I say that. This is the manifester. This magician guy is the manifester. Go for it. Really, really powerful. I'll take it too, Kim, because I'm a Cancer rising. Okay. Leo. I am really not shuffling very well. I keep losing cards. Okay. I think Henry has left the building. Speaking of Vegas, like Elvis. Okay. The other thing that I'm noticing is I feel like we've got some kind of aggressive cards, which I've talked about this week. We have Mars squaring Pluto, aggressive energy, the last week of really tough astrological energy for a while. All right. You're Cancer rising too. All right. And here is some of that aggressive energy. Energy of the week for Leo, King of Swords. In its highest octave, he's logical and he's strategic and he's, very brilliant, very wise. In his lower octave, he is aggressive and he's a little bit, forceful. And, it's that Mars energy. So we'll have to hope for the best on this one for you, Leo. Let's just say that we're in our logical minds, right? What are the cautions, right? The Two of Swords, as a caution, says, you need to make some decisions. There are some really, perhaps some heavy things weighing on you, Leo, that you need to make some decisions about. And so go ahead and do that so that you can move forward again. Don't stay stuck between those two swords. You see those dark clouds there. It's turbulent right now, but make a decision and then you can move forward. And this energy may have something to do with your work because the action Spirit wants you to take is the Eight of Wheels, Eight of Pentacles. This is all about doing the hard work, right? Learning the new skills. If it is literally about work, there may be some things that you need to make decisions about this week. Or you may just need to put your nose to the grindstone and really kind of, learn the ins and outs of this job, whether it may be difficult or not. Okay, so Leo, this looks like maybe a more difficult week, but you can do it, right? Excuse me. All right, Virgo. Now, Virgo, you just had that solar eclipse today, so I wouldn't be surprised if your cards are pretty auspicious as well, just like Pisces. Yes. Okay. You have great cards too. Yes, it's clear that this eclipse is gonna, kind of be a prevailing wind behind you. Hi, Joyful Journey. Good to see you. Virgo rising, says Fatima. Yes. And you're Virgo rising too, Kim. Yeah. That's why you're a nurse, I think. That's why you're a nurse. All right. Beautiful energy. Look how gorgeous this card is. She is the Queen of Wands. She's fiery. She's passionate. She knows how to get what she wants. She's super determined. But you've got that cat here too. You've got that intuitive energy about how to make things in your world work. Yeah. Okay. Amanda says, we've got this, Leo rising. Yes, you do. You've got this, right? This feels like Leo energy as well. But anyway, this is Virgo. And Virgo, the energy of the week is you are determined and you know how to get what you want. What you should be aware of this week, I don't feel like this is a caution. Even though this card makes it look kind of conflicty, it's really not. The Two of Wands is saying, I need to make some plans. I'm making plans for my future to move forward and make things happen for me, just like this lady knows how to do, right? Two of Wands. And here's how I know this is eclipse energy for you. What does Spirit want you to know this week? The World card. The World. Endings and beginnings. All new beginnings for you, Virgo, right? For Kim, you've just had an operation that I think is going to really set your life on a new course. And now that you're not in pain or whatever situation was going on for you, anybody else, this could be, you know what? I no longer like this job anymore, and I'm going to make some changes. The World card, I love that they've got 3 women in this card because it looks collaborative and a very nice energy. Okay, past, present, future. Let the old go. And this is what this eclipse energy is about, is letting go, especially for Virgo and Pisces. Your daughter is Cancer, Virgo rising, and Virgo moon too. Okay. Did I miss something, Fatima? Do you and your husband going through some things? Angels all around you, says Denise. Hi, Denise. Okay. Extra blessings to Canada. Yes. Isn't Canada having some fires, or are you just helping watching the dumpster fire that's to your south? Oh my goodness. I might have to move up to the north. Things don't go well. Okay, sorry, I digress. Libra energy. We start Libra season tomorrow. Oh my gosh. We're getting some similar cards, guys. Okay. Well, remember we were talking about the King of Swords and that conflict energy? Energy of the week could be a little conflicted. But it also could be like, the Queen of Swords really is that Libra energy, but so is the King. This is about using your mind, and maybe a little more than you should. Libra, you like balance, right? And this is about being very logical and wise. Oh, I'm sorry, Fatima. Health problems. Yeah. And Joyful Journey is the Libra rising and sun. All right. What are the cautions, or what should I be aware of this week? It's saying, get to work. There's something that you need to work on right now, and this is a good time to do it, right? Use your logic in relation to if you work out in the world, use your logic and really learn your trade, learn your craft, or learn a new skill and move forward. Denise, what the president did? Which thing? Talking about, when he was in the UK, saying that he's going to annex Canada. Is that what you're talking about? Ridiculous. What action does Spirit want me to take? This is not an action they want you to take. They want you to step out of the conflict. 5 of Wands is kind of like silly conflicts. Like, don't get into the fray. Just stay above the fray. And it could be with exactly this, Denise, about we don't need to get sucked into this ridiculous drama in our country. Just hold the light for those who need it and carry on. Just do your own work, right? Stay in your own lane. Really do whatever you can to keep positive. Okay. All right. So not exactly the birthday week I was looking for, but that's okay because everything changes. Yes. All right, moving on. Our last one actually we have two more. We have Scorpio and Sagittarius. So for Scorpio, and remember Mars is moving into Scorpio this week, right? Mars is at home in Scorpio, but it can make you a little feisty, Scorpio. So watch that energy. Does that resonate for you, Mystic Shining? I'm going on vacation. I hope it doesn't resonate for me, but I do have a lot of work I need to do to get out of town. Raising the vibes. Yes. All right. Gosh, we have so many kings this week. Kings and swords all right. So Scorpio, you get the King of Cups. All right. Just like Cancer did. The King of Cups, again, is the energy of the week for you is this compassion, kindness, intuition, really going with your heart over your head, right? There you go. Exotic, I wouldn't say exotic. I'm just going to the East Coast. I am going to the beach for a few days, and then I'm going to a lake in North Carolina for a family reunion. Mystic Shining says, yep, I could use a bit more logic and less emotion. Yeah. All right. So the caution of the week for you, Scorpio, is to really, right now, there may be some things just keeping you in your feelings right now. The Seven of Cups it can be confusion. It's that Neptune energy where you're just kind of like too many things that keep swirling around in your head. Okay, so really that's the caution this week is when we see this card, we know we need to settle down our minds a little bit. And like I said, watch my vagus nerve, a video that's going to come out later tonight. You'll see. I've got some tips for you. Action Spirit wants you to take action. Knight of Swords is a little bit impulsive, so they might be saying, do the things, do what you need to do, Scorpio. This could be that Mars energy, Mars in Scorpio, right? A little impulsive, a little bit reckless, but also it's saying things are moving forward quickly for you, Scorpio. You know what I mean. Some of you Scorpios, what's going on in your lives? Things are moving forward fast. So it's keeping you a little bit off balance here, but take care of yourself. Be kind and intuitive with yourself. Oh, tariffs. Embarrassed. Yeah. Denise. Oh, of course. Yes. There's so many things to be embarrassed about. I also heard on Friday night that our lovely administration and now we're on to Sagittarius. Yes, thank you. The administration is changing the H-1B visa. Those are skilled worker visas. The fees associated with it for skilled workers, people we need to help our country keep going, to $100,000. They went from about $6,000 to $100,000. So let's just keep them dumb. We don't want any smart people coming in here. We only want rich people coming in here, right? Sorry, my politics are showing. All right, Sagittarius. And that would stop my son with his English girlfriend from coming here, who has $100,000 that they can, and it's annual, every year. All right. Sagittarius, you get some nice cards. A great way to end with these nice cards. And I am going to pull cards for the collective for this eclipse energy too, but look at you with your Knight of Cups energy. The energy of the week for you, Sagittarius, is this beautiful offer coming forward for you. So maybe this is an offer of love. This could be a proposal. This could be a job offer. This could be just some really nice, kind energy, somebody coming forward to be helpful for you, with you, to you. And what should you be aware of? You also get the Page of Cups, right? This can be surprises, but this is also new starts in an emotional area of your life. I wouldn't be surprised if some of you Sagittarian folks met somebody really soon. Okay. And last but not least, the Sun. What a great card to end with, right? The Spirit wants you to know that you will be successful. You are stepping into your joy. Okay. So very, very, very nice energy for you, Sagittarius. I love it. I love it. I love it. Yeah. Fatima says, do not want to waste energy in the orange turd. That's so true. Gina says, praying for peace on earth and leaders who show compassion and who are enlightened. Yes. And when we pray, we don't want to just pray for those who are oppressed, but we need to pray for those who are doing the oppression, that they can be enlightened and, they know they can see the error of their ways, right? Okay, guys, I'm going to pull 3 cards for all of us for the collective. What do we need to know about the energy of this eclipse that we just are passing through right now? 3 cards. Epstein list, yes. Denise. Okay. Guys, I love this energy for all of us. We start with the 2 of Cups. They're saying to us that you are loved, and to really look for those people in your life who are supportive and lovely. This is the coming, I want to say collectively, this is the coming together of the people. This is coming together of people of like mind. Put that into your own, however you want to look at this. Okay. The second card we get is the Chariot card. Now, sometimes the Chariot card some people interpret it as being maybe aggressive, but I interpret this card as we are moving forward, right? The eclipse came, this was a portal for us to step through, and we're moving forward with confidence, right? The people are stepping forward with confidence and moving ahead. And look at this beautiful final card, the Justice card. Look at her. Can you see this lady? Wow. This is balance. This is fairness. What's fair is coming forward for us. Beautiful energy of justice coming out. And you see at the very top, we have that sun shining down on us, joy, the truth, right? Somebody was just mentioning Epstein. Perhaps elections. Perhaps just, the people are rising up. Yeah. Beautiful, beautiful cards for the collective. And I am going to take them. Okay. Gina says, talking to my best friend and her guides told her, we are the light at the end of the tunnel. So hard to hold this light through all of this. Yes, but we can do this. Like I said, the astrology is getting really nice after this week. After this week, we can move forward. And I will find the ending of this energy from the Mars square Pluto. I'll post that in the chat below. I don't know the exact date, but I want to say, let me see if I can see it right here now. No, I don't have that up right now. But we are moving forward, guys. Whether you want to come with us or you want to stay behind, we're moving. I am moving forward. I'm taking the steps to move through it, and I hope you will join me. So anyway, thank you so much for joining, everybody. I may try to do a dowsing rods tomorrow because I leave on Wednesday, and I want to make sure I can get some things in. Take a look. I have a healing energy, healing journey video coming out later tonight about the vagus nerve and how we can help ourselves with toning up our vagus nerves. And I want to wish everybody, oh, Kim, I want to wish you healing. Let's send healing prayers to Kim so that she recovers quickly from this surgery. And for anyone in this chat who needs healing, I appreciate it. Are you going to Vegas, Daniel? No, I'm not. But anyway, thank you so much, everyone. Mwah. Be well.